physical weight, mental weight, emotional weight, spiritual weight. They're all interconnected. Okay. Why do we put on weight? There's so much I want to share with you. I'm just like going, okay, what do I want to share with you today? So there's birds out here talking to me, and I thought, I want to talk about losing weight, right? Losing weight. Physical weight, mental weight, emotional weight, spiritual weight. They're all interconnected, okay? Why do we put on weight? Usually overeating and underactivity are often culprits. Stress, lack of sleep, all these things will get you to gain weight. The pandemic, I think everybody was baking and eating, more and all of that. So that also added to this weight factor. Talking about physical weight is the manifestation or the womanfestation of internal stressors and what we do with those stressors, right? Are we eating our way into the infinite? Or, I remember at the beginning it was eat less, sleep less, meditate more was in our organization was the mantra. And it's that mantra for a lot of spiritual, get up early in the morning, meditate. Don't make your life revolve around food. Let your life revolve around what it is that you get to bring your joy and your consciousness into. Whether it's totally mundane or it's fabulously, revealing and exciting. What we bring to that, either game, any game, is what matters. And so let's talk about physical weight being the end result, right? But emotional, it's like when we have emotional baggage, and who doesn't? Okay, but when you have emotional baggage, the more emotional baggage you have, the more weight you're going to put on to protect yourself. Absolutely subconsciously, you're looking for protection. So let's talk about what we could do instead to gain more protection. You can do things to clear your magnetic field, right? To clear that out of your magnetic field. So I love the one where you make your hands and claws and you just go up and down. You can do it sitting, you can do it standing, you can do it with squats. You can come up on your toes and squat all the way down. You can, hard to do laying down. It's kind of like making snow people, but which is fabulous too. Triple mantra. Right. If you don't know what triple mantra is, just look it up. I love Dr. Levery's version of it, but there's really good versions. And it's to put all of that around you. Ad Gurutej Namah, Jagad Gurutej Namah, Sat Gurutej Namah, Siddhi Gurutej Namah, Ad Such, Jagad Such, Habi Such, Nanak Hosi Be Such, Ad Such, Jagad Such, Habe Such, Nanak Hosi Be Such. Now, this may be a lot of foreign words to you. So what we want to do is take a sound current and wrap ourselves up in this sound current so we're not like always on protect, always on, watch, always on. It doesn't make us more calm, more connected, or more protected, either one. Knowing that you are strategically set up to protect yourself against things that may be coming at you is a wonderful way, and that you know how to clear them out of your magnetic field so they don't stay with you after they have happened, right? When we have a really full pain body, which also can sit in your magnetic field, then it attracts more of the same to you. So you want to make sure that you do things to, clear it. Just, there's so many, just, over the top of your head with your hands, chopping through your magnetic field, sword dance, just you want that steel to pass through your arc line, your magnetic field. So those are some of the ways that you can just clear out the debris of the past, right? There's many great meditations that you can do. Satanama, you can do it across your heart, touch your fingers. To lose the connection, to create a different synaptic connection. That's what sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. You do it out loud, then in a whisper, then silently, then in a whisper, then out loud. So 3 minutes out loud, Satanama, Satanama. 3 minutes in a whisper, Satanama. Then 4 minutes silently, right? Notify the universe, notify that subtle part of yourself, notify your essence of yourself. Then you come back out, the whisper, the language of lovers, and then notify the universe. So that Satanama helps to change the synaptic connections in your brain, the fingers. You're working on all of the glands in your head. Fantastic way to shift energetics. Okay, so that's working on your spiritual, that's working on your emotional. Your mental, you get to watch yourself, what you do, what your mind tells you to do when you feel threatened, when you feel stressed, does it tell you, like, you need to eat a lot to be ready for this next period? This was kind of like what happened, in our Neanderthal brains. Eat a lot, put on the weight, just like bears and stuff, so that you can make it through the hard times. So there's a part of us, the survival part of us, that tells us these same stories, right? Okay, you need to put on a lot of weight to make it through this. Or I don't have the money to afford good food, so I eat stuff masquerading as food. Everybody loves, either salty and fried or sweet. Everybody doesn't like the same things. But we oftentimes go for these super fatty foods that, ground us, that put us, in that place of like, I have enough to make it through. And the sweet foods are when there's not enough sweetness in life. We crave sweets. So I'm just asking you to look at, there's not one reason for weight loss or weight gain. Sometimes you lose weight when you're not paying attention to it. When you're just paying attention to doing something that's good for you, doing something that you love, eating more vegetables, eating more plant-based. Even doctors are now telling their patients, eat more plant-based. And that doesn't mean potatoes are not, in that plant-based, so French fries don't count. Sorry. That slice of tomato on your burger and the tiny leaf of lettuce, not quite enough plants, right? So you want to think of how can you eat more plants in a way that you love them. Make Thai food, get Indian food, get, whatever it is that allows you, make shakes. You can put so much greens in shakes. Chlorophyll, chlorella, those are my two, but there's so many more. There's ormus greens, there's mixed greens, there's spirulina. Lots of green in your life will help your nervous system, which will then allow your receptors to give you better messages about what you need to do when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling, that times are challenging, your heart's not, get your heart to calm down. Sitali breath is really like exhale through your nose, just to get everything to calm down so that you can be present with what the situation is, as opposed to making the situation either more or way less than it is in importance, right? Yeah, I can tell you, I've had my shoulder broken and I've done some dumb things thinking that I can do them at this moment. And you're just kind of like, oh, that was not a good choice. But that was not a good choice. Re-injures my shoulder. So it's like trying to be much more considerate and careful of how I'm moving my body, where I'm placing my energy, what this hand can and cannot do right now, even though it's out of the sling most of the time. So I'm asking you to do the same thing, right? Look at your bindings, physical, mental, spiritual. It takes a lot of courage. And just realize that there's things that you can do. You don't have to navel gaze. You want to be aware of your bindings and then feed the opposite. That's what will help you to lose your weight on all levels. If your binding is that you haven't been loved enough, then feed the love so that you're aware of all the love that's present. Feed the love for the self, right? Eat the things that are good for you. Exercise this beautiful body. Pray, meditate, chant, sing. Awaken yourself to experiencing more love. The things that give you real love, not the pint of ice cream and the donuts and the chips, because they don't love you back. Damn it anyway, right? They just trash you. So remember the real love factors and what they are and how you can bring them into your life. Blessings. Love you.